farmers. Yes, we need to look at better nutrition, we need to look at better livelihoods to ensure that our farmers are able to get the best of our actions. What are those actions that we do as an NGO? Usually we support communities to have improved livelihoods. But how do we do it? As Sendacow, actually, when I spoke about the farm systems, we basically look at the organic agriculture. Of course, also looking at commercial agriculture. But the organic agriculture should be the beginning. We need to harness the environment to ensure that it is able to produce and to give us more crops. So what we usually do is to harness the environment through the organic agriculture, use of natural resources in our soils, and that is what we train our farmers to do. They need to harness the environment because those actions will be relating to our future. When we are looking at improved livelihoods, we would like to see better nutrition for the entire household. So for the past 33 years, Sendacow has been supporting families. But the way in which we do it is we identify in individual households through the women. Usually our selection focuses on women in particular at the household level. The woman is the entrance point, but we look at the entire household. And the reason why we look at the entire household is we promote the gender and social inclusion, because the inclusion aspect has come up because most of the time we leave out probably the children, we leave out even the men, we leave out the people with disability. But Sendacow includes everybody into our actions. So as Sendacow, we have been able to contribute to agriculture production by supporting farmers to access improved seed and also by training them on improved production. And I must say that annually, Sendacow actually targets about 14,000 households, and of which the household heads are women. 75% are women. So through our actions, when we work through those households, we are then able to train them to access improved agriculture methods. But what we do again in addition is that we set those households into groups, a maximum of 25 households into one group. And it is through those groups that they are able to access training, they're able to access improved seed, they're able to access other services that maybe a single household wouldn't have accessed. You find that when production increases, because roles and responsibilities differ through the production process. So you find sometimes households, maybe the men sell off the food because they want to get money. And then you can find maybe the women also not being cooperative because they're the ones doing most of the production activities. But the gender and social aspect has helped us a lot to ensure that there is planning as a family, there is decision making as a family, and everybody entirely is involved in the process of production. When they get into those groups, they are able to have high bargaining power. So the role of the government obviously is to ensure that we have good roads that can be able to help those farmers to reach to the further places from their community where they can have stronger bargaining power, but also to get better prices for their food. So as we work with our communities, we also train them on marketing skills. They can do what is called market intelligence. They can do what is called finding out what the prices are in the community, but also maybe in a market that is far off from where they live. So as we work hand in hand together with government, we have to ensure that our communities can be able to get that improved seed, but also they can be able to get implements. Some of them do not have the implements to do their work. So if they can be able to get that, then that is helpful. But the biggest thing is the sustainability aspect. So Sendakau in communities, besides having to provide improved input, the communities, we would like them to have a more sustainable structure. Can we have maybe like the youth or any of the maybe community members that can be able to set up agro input shops that can be accessed by the communities, and it is brought nearer? Because government programs come and they go, but we want to see our communities being more sustainable and being able to access improved services. So for us as Sendakau, we are strong in that area, and for the few months we can give them capital, seed capital, but then after a few months we then begin building into them how can they access seed, improved seed. So we have what is called the local seed business that we promote among our communities. We have a few youth, people who are interested, who are able to embrace the local seed business. So working hand in hand with NARO, we are able to get trainings from technical expertise in agriculture on how to multiply seed, improved seed. And our communities are trained, maybe the distances they should take when they are planting improved seed to avoid that bit of cross pollination. So those communities are trained, and then they are able to harvest that seed and they sell to other community members, and that is what we call the local seed business. And I believe that is a very sustainable process, other than keeping on giving them handouts each and every time. As civil society and all organizations that are supporting communities, we know very well that food is a very key issue. Everybody cannot do, there's no one who can do without food. It's a key issue. So we need to find ways in which we can work hand in hand together with government to ensure that our communities are supported to have better nutrition, to have better seed, to be able to access services that support them to have better production. The infrastructure in communities is very key. We talked earlier about the storage aspect. Could we tackle post-harvest handling methods to ensure that our communities are able to get quality produce and better prices, and therefore be able to have improved incomes from their from their production, the products that they have? So our request to the government is, can we help our communities to access agriculture insurance and agriculture financing to tackle the climate change issues that are really curtailing production among our communities? Together as CSOs, I believe that when we work as one voice, and the voice for the farmer to the government, then we are able to improve, we are able to have better nutrition at households, better production, and in the end we are able to have seasonal, to eat local, to eat seasonally, and to ensure that at the household level, families have increased incomes and better livelihoods.